Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Wednesday, October the 17th. I'm Barry Fair. Thank you for joining me here in the studio this morning. Before we get into today's show, let's recap last week's show. We had fish and chips, and it was a rainy day, and it looks like we could have a bit more rain today. Well, coming up on today's show, I will be talking about having a positive mental attitude and how to look after your health and how to commit to doctor's appointments and assessments. So, here we go, on with today's show. The first thing I would like to talk about on today's show is committing to doctor's appointments and sticking to them. It is very important that we, as clients, stick to doctor's appointments and to make sure that we don't have any other appointments before we go to the doctor's. Well, I've got two appointments today. One here at 10 o'clock, which will be in under half an hour's time, and then it's down at the doctor's in Brookvale. It is also very important to be polite to people when they come to see us and to let us them do the job that is required, because if we say no, we are not going to the doctors, whatever we may have, it could become worse, and then we will regret later that we should have gone to the doctors sooner rather than later. So it is very important to look after our health, go to the doctors just to check it out to see what they can do to rectify the problem. Because if we don't attend doctor's appointments, it is a waste of a phone call and the doctor's time, because who knows, we could have a very nasty rash or a flu or cough, whatever. And he may need to give us a script for what we have got. So it is very important that we, as clients, attend to appointments and stick to them and not double book ourselves. Now I would like to talk about having a good attitude towards people and not getting angry. If we're getting angry for no apparent reason, we are letting ourselves down and letting the person down that is with us, whether it is a female person or a male person. If we have a problem with someone, we should speak to the person in an appropriate way, not the wrong way at all. Because if we are angry for no apparent reason, we could stress ourselves out and not be able to enjoy the day or night that we've got planned. And as I said on a recent video on the 29th of August, which is about a month ago now, Nick, write a note in your diary, start up a diary, write down why you are angry and what is making you angry in the first place. Another thing that my outsider and I would like to talk about is how to deal with an anger problem and resolving the problem in an adult-like way. So that's coming up right now. Welcome back. This is Barry Fair with my outsider here at nearly 9:45 here. And this morning on the show we're talking about committing to appointments, which I've already touched on, and now we're talking about how to handle our anger management issues, or how to handle somebody that's got an anger problem. Well, it isn't up to us to sort the person out. They have to let them be. We have to let them be, because if we say anything, it will only make the situation worse. Now, being angry with someone for no apparent reason, okay, that can really spoil his or her day or night, and they won't be able to enjoy it. So, here are a few tips my outsider and I would like to give to you now on the show. Number one, if you are angry, take some time out away from everybody. Have a nice hot cup of tea, which I've got here. Talk to the person about why they are angry and what they can do to resolve the issue. Go for a walk somewhere, like a park. Buy some fish and chips somewhere and eat it in the park or down at the beach. And also you can go for a drive in your car. Listen to a nice radio station or a CD. Take a couple of books. Take your swimmers in a towel and a portable radio with a couple of spare good batteries. And go for a nice swim to freshen up if it's been a hot day, etc. Now, what would my outsider do if she was angry? Would you write everything down in a diary? Because I think that is important. So, the thing my outsider and I would like to touch on this morning on the show is writing in a diary about how you were feeling, the time that this happened, and where it happened. Because if you keep everything inside you, you will make yourself really stressed and sick, and you will not be able to enjoy the day or night that you plan with your friends. And this is where my outsider and I would like to touch on having a good attitude with the person who is with you. And I will talk about that right now. It is important to have a good attitude towards someone and greet the person nicely, like good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whatever have you, but don't treat them not in an unfair manner. Like say, what are you doing here? You're not welcome here. Now that is not very manlike or ladylike at all, to be quite honest. It is also important that you treat the person with respect, because if you can't work out why you are treating this person with disrespect, well, all my outsider and I would like to say about that is it is very disappointing. And don't just come into anyway and shout at them, because, as I said, it will not solve the situation at all. Now, if my outsider had a problem with someone, I think she would sit down with the person and say, I don't like what you've been doing or saying. It had not been appropriate at all. So also write down in the diary why you have been angry with the person and what has caused you to be angry with the person, but don't shout at them, because it will not solve the situation, and that's what we are touching based on this morning on the show. Well, if you are feeling really tense, what we would like to encourage you to do is get in your car with a couple of books, take a couple of CD players to take a couple of CDs, I should say, not the player, because there is a CD player in the car. Take your swimmers and a couple of towels and go to a beach somewhere and have some fish and chips somewhere. And take your diary and a pen, because that way you can write down where you are and work out a management plan on how you can get rid of the anger. So this is what I I am touching on with my upside this morning on the show. It is also important not to take the blame game out on anybody, because if you do that, then the person that you're with may be hurt or offended, and that will not do, help the situation at all. We would, however, would like to encourage you to be polite to the person and apologize to the person that you have hurt, because in the end, respect does come first, not last. Well, coming up with 10 o'clock, we have the transfer assessment, so that's where we will leave the show there. It is 8 minutes before 10 o'clock, so thanks for watching the show this morning, and we'll catch you later on. I'm Barry Fair. You have a lovely day, and remember, write down in your diary about how you are feeling and why you are feeling this way. Don't forget about that. I will ask you next week on the show, have you written in your diary today? Thanks for watching. and have a good morning.